What's going on, everybody? Logan here for a quick little tip video. Now, I'm sure many of y'all know it, but you're supposed to change your spark plugs every 30,000 miles. I didn't know that, but I just changed my spark plugs for the first time today. I have right at 95,000 miles, and the spark plugs that were in my car were the original ones that came from the factory. So I was long overdue. I mean, the longest, or the furthest you should extend your, you should ride on your spark plugs, the very, very longest, like with extend miles and everything, is 80,000 miles. I was at 95,000 miles, so I pushed it a little bit, and because I pushed it, this is what happened. Now, as you can see, there is that oil all over the spark plug. That could be a few different things. For one, it could be a bad valve cover, it could be cracked or something, it could be the valve cover gasket, or it could just be a spark plug gasket, which I really, really hope it is. And how I'm going to find out is, basically, I just changed my spark plugs, so I'm going to pull a spark plug out here in about a week, or actually I'm going to pull all the spark plugs out, see if there's any kind of oil on them. There was really only oil on maybe 3 or 4 of them, so I'm hoping that it was just the spark plug gasket, but I'm just trying to make this video to let y'all know that it is not hard at all to change spark plugs, which I'm sure many of y'all know, but I have a very large audience that is just now getting into the car community, and you know, you might take your car somewhere to get your spark plugs changed, so save a little bit of money, do spark plugs yourself. All you have to have is a extension, a spark plug socket, and the actual ratchet. It's very simple. Just do it yourself, save some money, and honestly, I'd say that, I mean, this is my first spark plug change. The idle of my car is so much better, which that's actually the reason why I even wanted to change my spark plugs, is because it felt almost like my idle was really, really choppy, and that's a big indicator that your spark plugs are going bad, or if you're having misfires, or if your check engine light comes on and goes off when you're accelerating, that's a big sign that your spark plugs are going bad. It didn't get that bad, and if, in one possibility, if you let it go like far, far bad, that oil can actually catch on fire from the spark plug, because the spark plug has, I mean, obviously spark with it, so it could ignite that oil, which could cause an engine fire. So don't do what I did. Don't go 100,000 miles without changing your spark plugs. Change them every 30,000 miles to just keep the performance of your car good, and just you know, keep that ease of mind. Now, while I did the spark plugs, I went ahead and did an engine flush. I changed my oil, and at the same time, I took Seafoam, like the spray Seafoam, put it in my intake, and cleaned my intake and all of the pistons and everything like that. I did do I took a picture with the borescope, took a picture of the worst piston, and then next week Monday, because my friend, he has his borescope, we're going to go ahead and put the borescope back in and see if any of those carbon buildups are gone, because there was a bad carbon buildup on cylinder number, I believe, 6. I'll let y'all know next week. But like I said, change the spark plugs. Feels like the acceleration of my car is better, and for sure the idle of my car is so much better, so change spark plugs. And on these Coyotes, you don't even have to change your wires or anything, because you don't have wires. It's a coil-on system, so the coil sits right on top of the spark plug, and you don't have any wires. So you just literally just change your spark plugs. I got the Iridium. Basically, it was like OEM replacement, but just like one step higher. And it was only like $7.50 per plug. So just go out and buy them. I mean, I think the entire thing cost me like $80 or $70 for all. Plus tax and everything, and the lubrication and everything, about $70. So super cheap. But guys, that's it for this video. Like I said, it's a short little video. I was just trying to, you know, give some tips. That's what I try to do all the time. I mean, I'm not a mechanic by any means, but I mean, I've been working on my own cars since I've been driving. So for the last 7 years, I've done all the work on my car, whether it is installing headers, intake, oil, basic engine work, transmission work. I mean, I can do most of it. So I try to just give y'all tips whenever I learn something new. But I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.